Have you ever had the conversation, would you rather be taken by a shark or a crocodile? My husband and I have. With him working in spinal rehabilitation and me having worked in brain injury rehabilitation, we've also had the much more serious and difficult conversation, would you rather a spinal or a brain injury? Given that we drive a car on most days or are pedestrians in the Woolies car park, our risk of injury is much higher than the crocodile or shark scenario. Without hesitation, we both choose spinal over brain injury, and the reason for this is that while both scenarios are life-changing and impairment is far-reaching, injury to the brain is loaded with this additional fear that you're left broken or no longer the person that you once were. Visual disturbance, fatigue, headaches, limb spasticity, seizures, anxiety and depression are just some of the changes that people report following traumatic brain injury. Now, it's probably no surprise that young men between the age of 15 and 24 are at highest risk. And statistics tell us that more men sustain a traumatic brain injury than women. Research into the area is extensive and of a high standard. However, to date, it's been a pretty gender-neutral discussion. About 1/4 of people in Australia who sustain traumatic brain injury are women, yet we know little about their experience. My PhD explores this. Gendered societal roles such as caring, mothering and homemaking, along with personally gendered matters such as body image, sexuality and sexual health, differ to those of men. Yet rehabilitation and disability services are offered in a generic kind of way, reinforcing the misconception that people, regardless of disability and gender, who live with disability, experience impairment in the same way. Both gender and disability are recognised by the World Health Organisation as social determinants of health, with the intersection of these adding to complexity. Given the complexity of gendered roles and the history of abjection and oppression of people with disability, my mixed methods research, using an online survey and qualitative interviews, aims to not only transform practice, but to liberate women who experience inequity and oppression due to gender and disability. Recognising the diversity among women with traumatic brain injury is essential in critical feminist analysis and is a necessary element in the process of rectifying the omission of the female voice.